Greetings, everyone. This is Rock and Roll Spot Connection with another installment of Building the Team. And I realized last week, after I was halfway done uploading our last Building the Team video, that I forgot to give you the results of the Black Friday game. Went with the Brotherhood team, and it did pretty well. More a case of I definitely can see how well the team can work together, but had a bit of an uphill climb going against me. So I could have, and I did forget a few things here and there on figures. So learning experience. It still did work out pretty well, and I pulled off Xander Nova's special leadership more than a few times, which was kind of cool to have guard commands running around, taking tokens for theme props. Last week went with the Wakanda team. That also went pretty well. Almost pulled out a win in the last round, but I had just done one more damage with the figure I had been gifted. Would have been a win, but sadly, it wasn't. So this week we got a 600 point build in the limited format. So nothing bigger than a peanut base, no resources, no ID cards. Should be fairly straightforward. I got three teams. First off, we got ourselves a Citizen Syndicate team, which I'll kick off right now with the Tinkerer. Tinkerer comes in at 30 points, has the Sinister Syndicate team ability as well as the Masters of Evil, Sinister Syndicate, and Scientist keywords. Looking at his dial, we've got a couple clicks of stealth, followed by a couple clicks of sidestep. Nothing on attack, which makes sense. He's the guy that makes the armor. He's not the guy that uses the armor. Then we got a couple clicks of willpower followed by a couple clicks of initial deflection on defense. Then on damage, we open up with a special power. All these wonderful toys, which gives them power and enhancements. And as a power action, you can generate a standard light or heavy object, which won't do me too much good this time around, but on a Masters of Evil team, that'll definitely come in handy. There's a lot of super strength there, so just constantly churning out heavy objects will be very useful. And that gives way to a couple clicks of Perplex. Next up, we've got Norman Osborn, who has become a fixture of Sinister Syndicate teams. Comes in at 50 points. He's got the Sinister Syndicate team ability as well as the Dark Avengers, Hammer, Sinister Syndicate, and Politician keywords. We got a trait, Somewhere in the Mask underneath. At the end of the game, I may place a character named Green Goblin from my sideline on Norman's character card, turn to any click, and I can then pick a power on said click, and for the rest of the game, Norman gets to use it. So we're using this Green Goblin, which is the one from Superior Foes, just like Norman. And the power in question being his special damage power, a team of incompetence. I have to show the way. It allows Green Goblin to use enhancement and perplex. Looking at his dial, Norman's got a few clicks of stealth followed by a click of charge. Nothing on attack until the very end where he does his click of super strength. A few clicks of willpower followed by a click of toughness. Damage would go outwit, perplex, outwit, and then battle fury. And that's Norman. Next up is Kingpin, who is also a fixture of Sinister Syndicate teams. Kingpin comes in at 50 points, has the Sinister Syndicate team ability as well as the Sinister Syndicate and Politician keywords. We have a trait, My City, My Rules. Kingpin and friendly characters within 8 squares are considered adjacent to each other for purposes of the Sinister Syndicate team ability. Very useful. Then look at the dial, we get a couple clicks of stealth on speed, nothing on attack, a couple clicks of toughness followed by a couple clicks of combat reflexes on defense. On damage, we open up with a special power, Overlord of Crime, which allows Kingpin to use leadership and outwit. Then that gives way to a couple clicks of Close Combat Expert. Next up, we've got Mysterio. Mysterio comes in at 60 points. He's got the Sinister Syndicate team ability, as well as the Sinister Syndicate and Celebrity keywords. We have a trait, Illusions and Nightmares. Mysterio starts the game with the mist marker attached, which that would be this right here. And while it's attached to him, all lines of fire drawn to him are hindered. You can give Mysterio a power action and choose an opposing character within range and line of fire, his range being 5, and attach the mist marker to that character, removing it from anywhere else. When another character with the mist marker attached makes an attack, targets can use shape change. If the target can already use shape change, the target can use super senses. When the character with the mist marker attached hits or is KO'd, reattach the mist marker to Mysterio. Okay, not too shabby. Looking at his dial, we've got, on speed we go stealth, followed by a couple clicks of mind control, back to stealth, and finish up with mind control. On attack, we open up with nothing, pick up incapacitate, nothing for a few more clicks, and then back to incapacitate. On defense, we open up with super senses, which gives way to barrier, back to super senses, back to barrier, and finishing up with super senses. Finally, on damage, we open up with a couple clicks of probability control, then a blank one, then back to probability control, and then back to nothing. Next up, we've got Shocker, who I also use fairly often on these teams. In fact, I think the only character I normally use on these that's not here is Vulture. So anyways, Shocker comes in at 75 points. He's got the Masters of Evil and Sinister Syndicate team abilities, as well as the Masters of Evil, Sinister Syndicate, and Thunderbolt's keywords. He also has a trait superior to the other guys. Once per turn for all characters with this trait, if a character uses the Sinister Syndicate team ability to replace their attack value with Shockers, that character generates knockback during this attack. Okay. And to be fair, these superior to the other guys traits used to be a lot more powerful, because you could basically have a whole bunch of them all daisy chained together, and then one of them uses. And then you have like one on the end use all the other attack values. They're basically, getting. You'd have like, say, Kingpin, Shocker, Beetle, and Boomerang and Beetle all together, and say, okay, Beetle is going to use Kingpin's. Kingpin is giving his 11 attack to Shocker, who's giving it to Beetle, who's giving it to Boomerang, who's then giving it to Beetle, and then this Beetle could then say, okay, well, since I'm using the attack values of Shocker, Beetle, and Boomerang, then I generate knockback. If I hit the target, they get an action token, and I can use Precision Strike. However, that's with the change made of late to the Sinister Syndicate team ability. Now it specifies they share printed attack values as opposed to unmodified. And the same has been done to JSA and Defenders, so yeah. Those are also a couple teams that had their own little traits for sharing or sharing combat values. That, yeah. Anyway, so back on point. Back to Shocker's dial. We get a few clicks of running shot followed by a couple clicks of force blast on speed. On attack, we open up with special power Vibro Gauntlets. Shocker can use Penetrating Psychic Blast and may generate knockback when he does. He may be given a ranged combat expert action to make a range attack using improved targeting, ignores and destroys blocking terrain. When he makes a range attack, hit characters modify their attack value by -1 until your next turn. Note this, when he makes one. No, never mind, it does say hit. Yeah, hit characters, so yeah. hit character, so he has to hit to modify attack values. Okay. That thing is with regular penetrating blast. On defense, we got a few clicks of toughness, followed by a couple clicks of willpower, and that's Shocker. Next up, we've got Beetle. Beetle comes in at 75 points. She's got the Sinister Syndicate team ability as well as the Sinister Syndicate and armor keywords. She has superior to the other guy's trait, which when a friendly character uses with the Sinister Syndicate team ability uses the team ability to use her attack value, hit characters get an action token. Then, looking at the dial, we open up a couple clicks of the special power Mylar Wings. Beetle can use Running Shot. When she does, she breaks away automatically. That's very useful because the best way to shut down a ranged attacker is to just base them. Well, you do that to the Beetle, you can be like, yeah, that's nice. Bye. Anyway, after a couple clicks of Mylar Wings, we pick up Sidestep. Then on attack, we got a couple clicks of Energy Explosion, followed by a few clicks of Incapacitate. On defense, we open up with a couple clicks of Energy Deflection, followed by a few clicks of Toughness. On damage, we got a couple clicks of Leadership, followed by a few clicks of Ranged Combat Expert. Not too shabby. Next up, we've got Dr. Octopus. Doc Ock here comes in at 75 points. Got the Sinister Syndicate team ability as well as the Sinister Syndicate and Scientist keywords. And 2 traits. First off is Sinister Six United. Stealth, but only if your force has 3 or more characters. Improved movement ignores hindering terrain, but only if your force has 5 or more characters, which we got both of those so far. Modify all combat values by +1, but only if your force has exactly 6 characters. Don't have that one. The other trait is Arms of the Octopus. At the end of your turn, you may choose one. Airshell Deflection, Flurry, Passenger 2, or Free, move up to 4 squares. Dr. Octopus can use the chosen power or ability until your next turn. And he also has improved movement, ignores elevated terrain and characters. Looking at his dial, we have a full dial of Sidestep. On attack, all we got are a couple clicks of Precision Strike at the end. Defense, we open up with a couple clicks of Mastermind, followed by a few clicks of Combat Reflexes. Then on damage, we open up with a couple clicks of Wit, followed by a couple clicks of Leadership. Which is nice to see he's got leadership in the middle. That way, you don't have to worry about him losing it at the beginning early on. Next up, we've got, well, Beetle. This is the Admiral Jenkins version of the Beetle as opposed to the Janice Lincoln version. So Abe here comes in at 75 points. He's got the Sinister Syndicate team ability as well as the Masters of Evil, Sinister Syndicate, and armor keywords, and 3 traits. First off is Signature Equipment, Beetle Pod, which allows Beetle to start off with the Beetle Pod attached for free. This, by the way, as I've shown before, is the Beetle Pod. Beetle Pod grants the equipped character Flight, Toughness, and Speed +2. Next up we have Sinister Six United, just like Dr. Octopus. It's literally the same trait. And finally we have Organizer of the Sinister Syndicate, giving him Leadership. When a friendly character within 6 squares replaces its attack by using the Sinister Syndicate team ability, modifies its attack by +1. So that works really well with Kingpin. So yeah. Looking at the dial, we have a few clicks of Running Shot, followed by a few clicks of Sidestep. On attack, we got a decently sized block of Initial Deflection. On defense, we have an equally decently sized chunk of Super Senses, followed by a couple clicks of Initial Deflection. On damage, we've got ourselves a couple clicks, or we got Perplex, nothing, and then at the end, 2 clicks of Ranged Combat Expert. And bringing up the rear on the team is Boomerang. Now, Boomerang, I tend not to put on these because he's a bit pricey, point-wise. Comes in at 110 points. He's got the Master of Evil and Sinister Syndicate team abilities, as well as the Masters of Evil, Sinister Syndicate, and Thunderbolt's keywords. We have a Spirit to the Other Guy's trait, allowing for precision strike, as mentioned earlier. Improved targeting ignores characters. Then we've got, looking at the dial, a couple clicks of running shot, followed by a couple clicks of sidestep, followed by a couple clicks of stealth on speed. On attack, we've got a couple clicks of energy explosion, followed by a few clicks of precision strike on attack. Or, yeah, we always hit attack. On defense, we open up with a special power, Mid-Air Boomerang Deflection, which allows him to use energy shield deflection. When he has no action tokens and will be hit by a range attack, you may give him an action token to immediately use super senses. Okay? That gives way to toughness. Then on damage, we open up with a special power, Got My Own Gang Now. And they sort of listen to me. Boomerang can use leadership. When he does and fails, you may give an action token to an adjacent friendly character, and if you do, remove an action token from Boomerang. That then gives way to Range Counter Expert, followed by a couple clicks of Outwit. And that is our Sinister Syndicate team. Excuse me. Yeah. Next up, we got ourselves a Suicide Squad team. Now, I'll be honest, I was working on this and realized I had it done and set in stone, like, okay, this is the team I'm going to run. And then I noticed I was 10 points over. So we had to do a quick rebuild. But anyways, keeping the team off, we got Amanda Waller. Waller comes in at 25 points and has the Suicide Squad team ability as well as the Suicide Squad and Politician keywords. She also has a trait. There is no squad without the wall. Friendly characters with the Suicide Squad team symbol. So not meaning wild cards you can utilize. Not meaning wild cards, but ones with the actual team symbol, which there are more than a few on the team, so. You may use that team ability to heal when any friendly character is KO'd anywhere on the map. Then looking at the dial, on speed we get a few clicks of stealth. Defense, she's got Indomitable. And then on damage we get a few clicks of leadership, and that's Waller. Next up we've got Knockout. Knockout comes in at 50 points. Has the Calculator team ability, which is a wildcard team ability. She's also got the Apocalypse, Female Fury, Secret Six of Suicide Squad keywords, and 3 traits. First off is Only 6 of Us, which is the Secret Six United, or Sinister Six United trait, word for word. Stealth, if you have 3 or more characters. Improved movement hindering, if you have 5 or more. Combat values +1, but only if you have exactly 6 characters. Next up is, what part of Suicide Squad didn't you understand? When Knockout is KO'd, reduce your action time by 1, minimum 1, until the end of your next turn. Finally, we have Will of Apocalypse. When Knockout hits, until your next turn, she has protected Outwit, opposing Perplex, Exploit Weakness, and Penetrating Psychic Blast, which is really good because she's vulnerable to a lot of those. Anyway, looking at the dial, we have a couple clicks of Charge, followed by a few clicks of Sidestep. On attack, we open up with a couple clicks of Super Strength. On damage or defense, we open up with a couple clicks of Toughness, followed by a few clicks of that one power, Combat Reflexes. Then on damage, we open up with a couple clicks of Empower, followed by a few clicks of Close Combat Expert. She is a bruiser after all. Next up, we've got Plastique. Plastique here comes in at 50 points. It has the Suicide Squad team ability, as well as the Extreme Justice, Secret Society Supervillains, and Suicide Squad keywords. She also has the What Part of Suicide Squad Didn't You Understand trait, same as Knockout. I mean, literally the same. So, next up, looking at the dial, we have a couple clicks of Sidestep on speed. On attack, we have a full dial of the special power Explosive Touch. As a power action, Make a close attack targeting all adjacent and opposing characters. Hit characters dealt 1 penetrating damage instead of normal damage and destroy all blocking terrain, including walls, adjacent to hit characters. That's kind of neat. Not gonna lie, that is actually pretty neat. On defense, we've got a few clicks of toughness, followed by a couple clicks of combat reflexes, and nothing on damage. Next up, we've got Bronze Tiger. Bronze Tiger here comes in at 60 points, has the Suicide Squad team ability, as well as the League of Assassins, Suicide Squad, and Martial Artist keywords. Looking at his dial, we've got a few clicks of the special speed power Master Martial Artist, which allows Bronze Tiger to use Charge, Flurry, and Sidestep. That thing gives way to just Sidestep. On attack, we open up with a couple clicks of Precision Strike, followed by a few clicks of Blaze Claw's Fangs. Defense, we open up with a click of Super Senses, followed by a couple of clicks of Willpower, followed by a couple of clicks of Combat Reflexes. And sadly, nothing on damage. Not even Close Combat Expert, which would actually be fitting. But that I'm guessing that's lacking because it would probably driven the point cost of the figure up a bit. Next up, we've got Harley Quinn. So I'll be honest, I was actually kind of trying to figure out which Harley Quinn to use. There are a multitude of actually good Suicide Squad keyworded Harley Quinns. In the end, I went with one from The Flash. So Harley comes in at 65 points. So the Arkham Asylum, Gotham City Sirens, Gotham City Underworld, Secret Six, Suicide Squad, and Scientist keywords. She also has improved movement, ignores hindering training and characters. And finally, 2 traits. First off is My Puddin'. Once per game, choose a friendly character with a higher point value. The chosen character is Harley Quinn's Puddin'. Harley Quinn can use Perplex and probability control, but only to target her Puddin'. When her Puddin' is KO'd, modify all of Harley Quinn's combat values by +1. Okay? Next up is Sneak, Sneak, Sneak. When Harley has no action tokens, she can use Sidestep. Okay? Looking at the dial, we've got some Stealth, which then gives way to Flurry. On attack, we open up with the special power Naughty Naughty. Allows Harley to use Poison, and when she does, if she is adjacent to only one opposing character, the damage is penetrating. That thing gives way to Quake. On defense, we open up with the special power I'm Not Even a Real Blonde. Harley Quinn can use combat reflexes and super senses. This thing gives way to regular super senses, which then gives way to regular combat reflexes. Then we've got, on damage, we open up with Outwit, and followed up by Close Combat Expert. Now, for the purpose of this team, the dead shot figure that I plan to use for it is going to be Harley's Puddin'. So the idea is that you'll honestly have Harley, Deadshot, and Waller all bunched together with Deadshot sniping. Deadshot sniping, Harley using Prob and Perplex on him, Waller hopefully pulling off leadership, or clearing action tokens from leadership. Next up, we've got Duchess. And I honestly haven't decided yet if I'm going to include Lashina for swapping purposes, but Duchess comes in at 75 points, has the Apocalypse, Female Fury, Suicide Squad, and Soldier keywords, as well as the Suicide Squad team ability. 2 traits. First off is Left for Dead, Back for Revenge. It's a free action, replace Duchess with Lashina. Now, the cool thing about this is if she's taking a decent amount of damage, you're not replacing her with Lashina on the same click number. You're replacing her with Lashina, period. Starting off on click 1. So if she's been knocked down to, say, click number 6, her last click, like, okay, fine, free. And now it's Lashina. That top click. So we're probably going to be doing that. The other trait, what part of Suicide Squad don't you understand? Same as Knockout and Plastique. Looking at our dial, we give a few. On speed, we go running shot, sidestep, running shot, then back to sidestep for a few clicks. On attack, we open up with a special power, Explosive Ordnance. Energy Explosion. When Duchess uses it, after resolution, she can use Smoke Cloud at no cost. That then gives way to just regular Smoke Cloud. On defense, we open up with a couple clicks of Toughness, followed by a few clicks of Energy Deflection. On damage, we open up blank, but that gives way to. We then click into Perplex for a couple clicks, and then a few clicks of Ranged Combat Expert. And I just dropped the friggin' card. There we go. Alright. I'm not gonna this shit today, I swear. Next up, we've got Batgirl. Batgirl here comes in at 75 points. She's got the Bombshells, Suicide Squad, and Monster keywords, as well as 2 traits. First off is Bombshell. When Batgirl makes an attack targeting an opposing character, give her a Bombshell token. Free. If she has 2 action tokens, remove 2 Bombshell tokens. Then make a close attack. So she could potentially make free close attacks. That's pretty damn good, actually. And kind of encourages you to actually utilize her. Next up, we've got Bloody Bellow of the Bog. Steel Energy, Stealth. Batgirl starts the game on click number 3. When she uses Steel Energy, she may heal past her starting line. Okay? Looking at her dial. So, starting off on click 3, we've got a little more than a few clicks of hypersonic speed. Earlier in the dial, on clicks 1 and 2, we got charge. On attack, again, starting at 3, we've got Precision Strike for a while, or for the rest of the dial. 1 and 2, we've got Blaze Claw's Fangs. On defense, we open up with on click number 3 with special power World War I Flying Ace. Super Senses. When attacked by a character with flight, modify Batgirl's defense by +3. But seeing as how it starts off at a 17, another flyer attacks her, she's going up to a 20. Now, on clicks 1 and 2, she's got Impervious, so very nice attack defense values, if I do say so myself. Then on damage, on click 3, you open up with nothing. That gives way to Perplex. However, it clicks back up to Steel Energy, Exploit Weakness, mixed with Charge and Blades. So, but at the same time, it's a printed 4, so why would you use Blades? Unless you had Flurry, but you don't, so yeah. Overall, not a bad figure. It's not great. Next up, we've got Harley's Puddin', Deadshot. Seriously, hands down, my favorite is Deadshot. Deadshot here comes at 100 points. He's got the Suicide Squad team ability, as well as the Secret 6 Suicide Squad and Assassin keywords. We got a trait, Making the Impossible Shot. Or, wait, no, that's not his trait. The trait is Bang. Deadshot can use Range Combat Expert. When he does, he may choose his range value as one of the combat values to modify. Okay? He also got improved targeting north hindering terrain. Then we open up with some stealth, which then gives way to running shot on speed. On attack, he's got sharpshooter, so he can make range attacks out of adjacency, including the target adjacent opposing characters. He's got energy explosion, and then precision strike. On defense, we open up with toughness, which then gives way to combat reflexes, which then gives way to regeneration. And then finally, on damage, we open up with a special power sniper rifle. Deadshot may replace his range value with 10. If he does, he has 1 target. Okay, that's fine. Especially if you combine that with the Range Combat Expert. Yeah. and the fact he's already rocking a 12 attack. So, range combat expert replaces range value with 10 at the expense of one target, and you're looking at 12 attack with 5 damage. Those are one-man army stats. He just doesn't have the mobility. But this is a sniper. This is Deadshot the sniper. He does have running shot, but he clicks into it. This is a Deadshot you want to get him into place at first, and then start off with him just taking shots. Then, if he gets knocked off of stealth, then he becomes a bit more mobile. Finally, we've got Deathstroke. Deathstroke here comes in at 100 points. He has the Team Player Wildcard ability, as well as the Hive Suicide Squad, or Hive Society Suicide Squad, Assassin, Martial Arts, and Soldier keywords. Got improved movement, ignores hindering terrain, as well as a trait. Remember, we're getting paid. When Deathstroke KOs one or more opposing characters with an attack, after resolutions, heal Deathstroke 2 clicks. That's pretty friggin' good. Looking at his dial, we open up with the special speed power, the best there is, which gives Deathstroke charge and running shot. That thing gives way to sidestep, which then gives way to stealth. On attack, we open up with a few clicks of Penetrating Psychic Blast, followed by a few clicks of Blaze Claw's Fangs. Defense, he's got Indomitable, which, as we've stated on numerous occasions, is always a good thing. But power-wise, we open up with Invulnerability, followed by a few clicks of Combat Reflexes, followed by a click of Regeneration at the very end. Then on damage, we open up with a few clicks of Exploit Weakness, followed by a few clicks of Range Combat Expert. Not too shabby in the slightest. I've used that Deathstroke before. He's really quite good. And I would actually say on this team, you end up with a multitude of threats, and with this lineup, you have a multitude of threats, which make it even harder to really get it working. To decide who to focus on. Do you focus on Deadshot, who's ignoring stealth and shooting everyone from 10 squares away? Do you focus on Deathstroke, who's running through stealth, or who's running through hindering to either to shoot or stab people? Do you worry about Knockout, who's beating the crap out of people? Duchess, who may potentially become Lashina? Bronze Tiger, who's running up and beating you senseless? It's not an easy decision to make. Anyway, our final team for the week is a Batman family team. Starting off with Robin from Thrill Killer. Robin here comes in at 40 points. Has the Batman Ally team ability, as well as the Batman family trait, or keyword, and the traits Thrill Killer 62. When any character is KO'd by an attack, after resolutions, remove an action token from Robin. And Hunting Vengeance from Robin. When Robin is KO'd, give an action token to each opposing character within 6 squares. That'll be useful. Be able to basically slow people down like that. Never turn your nose at something like that. Looking at his dial, we get a couple clicks of charge, followed by a few clicks of sidestep. Sadly, nothing on attack. On defense, we get a full run of combat reflexes. And then on damage, we start off with nothing, but that gives way to Close Combat Expert for a few clicks. Next up, we've got Robin. The Stephanie Brown Robin, to be clear. So Robin comes in at 55 points. She's got the Batman Ally team ability, as well as the Batman family and Gotham City traits, or keywords. She has the trait War Games. When she's KO'd, remove an action token from each friendly character. She also has improved movement, ignores hindering terrain. Looking at her dial, we open up with a couple clicks of Running Shot, followed by a few clicks of Leap Climb. On attack, we've got a couple clicks of Incapacitate, followed by a few clicks of Precision Strike. On defense, we open up with a couple clicks of super senses followed by a few clicks of inertial deflection. On damage, we start off with nothing, but that gives way to a few clicks of perplex eventually. Next up is Batgirl, also from Thrill Killer. Batgirl here comes in at 60 points, has the Batman ally team ability, as well as the Batman family keyword, and the Thrill Killer 62 trait. Same as Robin's. When any character is KO'd by an attack, after resolutions, remove an action token from Batgirl. Okay, well. Anyway, looking at Batgirl's dial, we open up with the special speed power. The man can't hold us both back. Sidestep, improved movement, ignores characters. Once per turn, when an adjacent friendly character moves, it may use improved movement, ignores characters. That then gives way to sidestep. And then on attack, we open up with a few clicks of incapacitate, followed by a few clicks of precision strike. On defense, we open up with a few clicks of toughness, followed by a couple clicks of combat reflexes. And then on damage, we open up with we've got a few clicks of close combat expert. Next up, we've got Orphan. Orphan here comes in at 75 points. She's got the Batman ally team ability as well as the Batman family, Gotham City, League of Assassins, Assassin, and Martial Artist keywords. She's a trait, a blade forged in the flames of hatred, honed in darkness. Modify attack and defense +1 for each adjacent opposing character. Then we've got improved movement, ignores elevated terrain and hindering terrain. We get her dial, we open up with a few clicks of charge, followed by a few clicks of flurry on speed. On attack, we open up with special power. Conflict is her element. Quake, precision strike, but may use it with any number of targets. Okay, that then gives way to Blade Slough's Fangs for a few clicks. On defense, she's got Indomitable. That gives way, and she opens up with power-wise super senses, which then gives way to combat reflexes after a few clicks. Damage, we open up with Empower, which then gives way to Battle Fury. Not too shabby. Next up, we've got Nightwing. Nightwing comes in at 100 points. He's got the Batman ally team ability as well as the Batman family, Batman Incorporated, Bloodhaven, Detective, Martial Arts, and Police keywords. He's got a trait, the enemy of my enemy. Once per game, give Nightwing a free action to place a Tony Zuko Bystander token in an adjacent square as included with this card. The Tony Zuko Bystander token, by the way. He's got toughness and the special power Atonement on damage, which allows him to use Perplex and support. Perplex is always useful, so. Nightwing also has improved movement, ignores elevated terrain and hindering terrain. Looking at his dial, we open up with the special speed power Flying Grayson. Nightwing can use Charge and Flurry. Nightwing can target opposing characters with close combat attacks regardless of elevation. So you can basically have Nightwing on the edge of a roof, and he can attack down and make close attacks against someone one elevation level down. Now, if you've got a way to give him giant reach, that gets even better. Anyway, that gives way to regular charge. Then on attack, we open up with Incapacitate, which then gives way to Smoke Cloud. On defense, he's Indomitable, built-in willpower, always a plus. Opens up with a special power, Second City Saint. Nightwing can use combat reflexes and defend. When Nightwing is the target of a ranged combat attack, he can use super senses. Not too shabby. That then gives way to combat reflexes, which then gives way to regeneration. On damage, we open up with nothing, but he clicks into Outwit, and then that gives way to Close Combat Expert. Next up, we've got Batman Beyond. Batman Beyond comes in at 100 points, has the Batman ally team ability as well as the Batman family, Gotham City, armor, and feature keywords. We've got a trait, the Voice of Experience. At the beginning of your turn, you may choose one. Blade Slough's Fangs, Energy Explosion, Incapacitate, Steal Energy. Batman Beyond can use the chosen power until your next turn. It's also got improved targeting, ignores hindering terrain. He flies, so he automatically ignores hindering for movement. Looking at his dial, we've got running shot, a couple clicks of charge, a couple clicks of sidestep, back to running shot on speed. On attack, we've got penetrating blast, then quake, then blaze claw's fangs, then incapacitate, then steal energy, then energy explosion. Defense, he's indomitable. As mentioned previously, always a plus. Opens up with invulnerability, which then gives way to toughness, then combat reflexes, then inertial deflection. On damage, we open up with shape change for a couple clicks, and then we get a little more than a few clicks of perplex. Finally, closing things out, we've got Batman. This is the same Batman we used in the Family Get Together game, or maybe it wasn't the Family Get Together game. I think it may have been the it was the Black Friday game. But the one if we'd used the Batman team, that's the Batman would have been on it. Batman comes in at 170 points as the Batman Ally team ability, as well as the Batman family. Batman Incorporated, Gotham City, Justice League, Trinity, Detective, and Martial Artist keywords. Got a trait, Files on Everyone. At the beginning of the game, choose an opposing character and a standard attack or damage power they currently possess. When that character possesses that power, Batman is dealt no damage from that character's attacks unless it is the only opposing character on the map. He's also got improved movement, ignores elevated terrain and hindering terrain, and improved targeting, ignores hindering terrain, characters, and may make range attacks out of adjacency, including against adjacent opposing characters. Looking at his dial, we open up with some sidestep on speed, which gives way to flurry, which then gives way to charge. On attack, we open up with a special power, grapple gun attack. When Batman makes a ranged combat attack and it hits exactly 2 characters, after resolutions, you may place one hit character adjacent to the other. The character being placed can't be of a larger size than the other hit character. That gives way to Precision Strike, which then gives way to Incapacitate. On defense, he's indomitable, as Batman should be. Starts off with the special defense power, Counterpunch. Batman can use combat reflexes and toughness. When an opposing character misses Batman with a close combat attack, deal the attacker 2 damage. That's right. If he gets missed with a close attack, the attacker takes damage. That then gives way to regular toughness. Then on damage, we open up with Perplex, which then gives way to Exploit Weakness. Not too shabby. But I do have fairly high expectations when it comes to Batman because, Batman. Anyway, that's it for now. As always, feel free to like, share, and subscribe. Links to my Facebook, Twitter, Patreon, and PayPal can be found in the description box down below. This is Rock and Roll Spock signing off, saying, live long and rock hard.